What's up, everyone? Welcome back to an exciting episode of Fandom Fights. I don't think we're public live. I think we're good. Right, Koho? This isn't streaming live. Probably not. Anyway, we got an exciting match for you today. An exciting tournament playing between two players who are on the rise, making the comeback as it would appear. Mark Camire getting his first win in a surprisingly long amount of time against a very good player, Nazario Montenegro. Earlier this year, he's been hot in teams, but he's been looking to get his singles record up. This is definitely the next step to do it. Jack Pinchuk shocking the world in his last match, going perfect, becoming the third person ever to play a perfect game. Very exciting stories with both these competitors playing today. The winner is in the tournament. The loser is not. So stakes are high. Tension's high. I'm excited to see it. Hopefully you are too. Let's get to the promos.
All right, Mark. My fellow Tennessean, I'm always excited to manage you. That last match was pretty fun that Nick mentioned there against Nazario. But yeah, there's a little bit more at stake today, maybe with the tournament on the line. Jack obviously had a good last match. I think both of you guys are really strong players, but it's a tough task to get into the tournament this year. How do you feel?
Much like the weather of our state of Tennessee, a storm is a brewing. And I don't know if it's a storm that is going to be in favor of me plowing through this tournament. I'm probably going to say no. But what I do anticipate is this. This is not my first time to go into a tournament play-in. The last time I tried to play into the tournament, they sent me into the den of the lions and sent me against Tim himself. And that is one of the strongest games I've ever played. I didn't win it, but I don't regret a single thing. Ask him about it. My goal here tonight is just to give the people an entertaining match and to give myself something to be proud of. I'm not going to underestimate Jack. I'm not going to underestimate who he's associated with. I am simply going to go in and do the thing.
Good goals. And yes, I'd love to see you make the tournament so we can hopefully get that rematch with Tim, because that would be fun.
That would be fun.
I don't know if they just said they want a rematch with Tim, but that's going to be a very interesting thing to do considering he's retired. But, good on you, I guess. I like our odds. I think people will say, "Oh, the perfect game. Jack's a totally new player." Jack's been this good since the beginning. He beat Amaru. We have a good track record with Jack versus Club Dread. I like our odds. But end of the day, we're trying to fill this tournament with as many Kingsman players as possible, because then it's easy breezy. Because then we have no pressure. And we get to walk through this, and whoever plays the best game wins. But I would love to keep stacking the deck with Jack involved. So I'm glad Camire won one, though. Good for him.
Yeah, let's play. I got nothing to say.
We're back from those promos. I know what they meant. They meant metaphorically the rematch against Tim. Obviously, Tim won't be there, but it's a metaphorical first round of a tournament. I get it. I got what you meant. Jack, all business. Mark, all business. I'm very excited. It's going to be a good match. And here's how the match is going to work. We're going to start in round number one. Round number one is going to work like this. Each player is going to get 10 questions in the realm of fandom fights. If you'll have 15 seconds to write down your answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we'll say pens down. We'll then reveal your answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece. And should any player get all 10 questions correct in round number one, you would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number one?
No. Nah.
All right, then. Your first question, round number one, will come in the category of Planet of the Apes. Which Planet of the Apes film features the death of the character Ash? Cousin with this name. It is short for something else. Occasionally, we do call her Ash. And now you know something about me that you didn't know 10 seconds ago. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jack.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
And Mark.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is correct. So point apiece as we get to the next question. It comes in the category of Mission Impossible. In Mission Impossible 2, besides a gun, what other type of weapon does Ambrose pull out during the final fight on the beach? Beaches are not for fighting. Beaches are for relaxing, chilling, drinking, which then leads to fighting. So maybe they are for fighting. I talked myself in a circle there. I was wrong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Mark.
This movie. Ooh, I just said a knife.
And Jack.
I also said knife.
Knife is correct. 2 points apiece. As we get to the third question, which comes in the category of Disney live action. Who plays the lead Sam Flynn in Tron Legacy? Rewatched this one recently. It's really not good.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but like it's you know it's boring and I don't really care. And maybe I should rewatch the first. Maybe there's more like references to the first one that I don't remember. But like it's just so meh. 5, 4.
I'll
3,
take a repeat.
2. All right, that is Mark's first repeat. The question again: who plays the lead Sam Flynn in Tron Legacy? The weirdest part is like when the title card appears at the beginning of the movie, it doesn't say Tron Legacy. It just says Tron, and I'm just kind of like, that's not what you told me the name of the movie was. You lied to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jack.
I couldn't remember the character. I said Jeff Bridges. Wasn't sure if that was him or the dad.
I think I screwed up his name. Garrett Dillahunt.
So close. The correct answer is Garrett Hedlund.
Hedlund. That's a different actor. God, man. All right.
Very close, but no more perfect rounds today as we get to the fourth question. It's tied 2-2. It's the category of DC. What specific relative of Gordon's did Bruce save when he killed Harvey in The Dark Knight? We don't need a name. We need a relation to Gordon. Garrett Dillahunt is great. Is Garrett Dillahunt in Ambulance? Is that true?
He's
Is that a
great
real
in
person?
Sarah Connor Chronicles. Yeah, he's great in Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Okay. 5, 4. I've never heard that name before. I kind of thought you made it up. 3.
You'll know him when you look him up.
Hands down. Fair. We'll start with Mark.
His son.
And Jack.
Son.
Son is correct. So we are tied 3-3. The next question will be in the category of the worlds of DC. During the final fight at the Winter Festival in Shazam, what does Savannah briefly do to Billy so that he can't transform until Mary stops him? Someone has arrived backstage, and they are eating what appears to be fries. And now I'm not so confused as to why they weren't here on time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Mark.
He holds his head underwater.
Oh.
And Jack.
I said grabs his throat so he can't change into Shazam.
Holds his head underwater is the correct answer. So Mark will take the first lead of the match. It is 4-3. As we get to the next question, which comes to the category of Disney animation. Tate Donovan voices which Disney animated title character? This makes me think of tater tots, a potato-y snack, which Tim is eating a potato-y snack backstage right now as we speak. I'm on a diet and I haven't had fries in so long, Tim. I hate you. 5.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is Jack's first repeat. Question again. Tate Donovan voices which Disney animated title character? Maggie got this for me. Oh, I see. So it was waiting for you when you arrived. Must be nice. I come home and I have to make my food. And by that, I mean the food that I bought yesterday that I didn't finish eating, and then I put it in the microwave to eat it again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Mark.
I said Luca.
And Jack.
I said Hercules.
Hercules is correct. Spelled atrociously, I think, but
Probably.
phonetically correct. Jack ties it up as we get to the next question, which comes in the category of YA. Which YA film features characters stealing a vehicle named Bertha? I don't know any Berthas. The first question was a reference to my cousin Ashley. I call her Ash. I don't have any cousins named Bertha. Look at that. That's 2 facts you didn't know about me. Now you know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Go to Jack.
Is it the Scorch Trials?
And Mark.
I went The Third Wave.
Interesting guess, but the correct answer is the Scorch Trials. So Jack takes his first lead of the match. It is now 5-4. As we get to the ultimate question, we have 3 left. This question is in the category of DreamWorks animation. What kind of animal is the Kung Fu master who Shen kills with a cannon in Kung Fu Panda 2? This is a good, you know what? DreamWorks has some good trilogies there. There was a time not so long ago before I was when we used to put polls out on what should leave, and I voted for DreamWorks. So I was like, no one likes this shit, but then I watched some of them and I was like, oh, some of these are okay. 5, 4, 3.
Especially Spirit.
1. Nope. Pens down. We'll go to Mark.
Tiger.
And Jack.
Rhino.
Rhino is correct. Jack widens the lead as 6-4 as we get to the penultimate question, which comes in the category of Marvel. Who plays the Caretaker, the Ghost Rider before Johnny Blaze in Ghost Rider? I would be Ghost Rider. I wouldn't say no to that, I don't think. Just
you don't want that responsibility.
Just a little bit. I assume there's an escape clause. Hey, I don't want to do this anymore. Sorry.
Your skull would be so on fire all the time.
Oh, but then it comes back, I think. 5.
Splitting headache.
3. I have 2. 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jack.
I don't know. Sam Elliott.
And Mark.
He's kind of a bigot. Sam Elliott.
Didn't know that. Sam Elliott is the correct answer. So Jack is up to 7. Mark is up to 5. As we get to the final question of the round, comes in the category of Middle Earth. Question is, who kills Smaug in the Battle of the 5 Armies? No, the question doesn't say in the Desolation of Smaug. What are you even talking about? No, I'm not changing it to say Battle of the 5 Armies. What are you even talking about? It's not what's happening. Anyway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Mark.
Bard.
And Jack.
Bard.
Bard is correct, which brings us to the end of round number 1. A very close game. Jack in the lead 8. Mark close behind with 6. As we get to round number 2. Here's how round number 2 is going to work: is the wheel round. Each player will get a spin at the wheel that has 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Once you spin the first time, if you like it, you can keep it. If not, you can choose to spin again, but you must keep what you spin the second time. You'll then get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece. Unless you'd like to check down to multiple choice, in which case they will only be worth 1, and be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are Disney Animation, Star Wars, YA, DreamWorks, DC, James Bond, Wizarding World, and Marvel. So with that being said, Mr. Pinchuk, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
We will defer.
Yeah, we'll defer.
Okay. Bring in Mr. Scarby. Scarby Dent. We asked the question about you earlier.
Yes.
All right, Mark, this will be your first spin of the week.
That's why I love Fandom so much.
Lands on the Wizarding World. Maybe the closest margin I've ever seen. But...
Literally a hair. So yeah,
I think you'll want to keep that. We'll want to keep that.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that. I don't want to tempt the fates too hard.
All righty.
Yeah.
You want me to ask those questions,
Sounds
Nick?
like a plan.
The Fry guy.
Oh, did you want?
You want me to ask those questions, Nick?
Sure, buddy.
Cool. I can ask those questions to Mark.
Do you want me to cut back in, or do you want to?
No, we got this. This is great. This is perfect. I'm here.
Okay,
Beautiful.
go, Tim.
Mark, you want your questions in Wizarding World? You prepared?
We'll see.
Okay. Your first question. Which Wizarding World film features someone using the spell Epixy on Harry Potter? Episky. I come in.
Chamber of Secrets. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Jack, chance for a 2-point steal.
Half-Blood Prince, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, Mark, your second question. Who plays Mad Eye Moody in the Wizarding World?
Brendan Gleeson. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What type of beast does Newt not realize is missing from his case until they actually find it in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them?
Niffler. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Jack, chance for a 2-point steal.
Damn it. Fantastic Beasts. And I can't go down the multiple for this, right?
No.
Oh, damn it. Well,
5.
Bull Truckle.
That's also incorrect. We were looking for the Alchemy.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Couldn't remember what it was called.
All right, Mark, your next question. In Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, who is on trial in the memory that Harry sees in the Pensieve?
Igor Karkaroff is on trial. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. In Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, what does Hermione accidentally turn herself into using the Polyjuice potion?
A cat. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
2 points and the lead. Mark gets the score up to 12. Jack at 10. So you have Tim.
I don't know because I didn't have the score, but now I do, if that's what it is.
Wait, is that what everyone backstage has? Just in case. Because, we make mistakes sometimes. Anyway, we're going to bring back up the wheel for Jack's spin. We'll bring back in Mr. Koho. Jack, this is your first spin at the wheel. Lands on DreamWorks Animation. So keep it or spin again.
I think we feel pretty good about that. Do you want to keep that one, or do you want to try for better?
I mean, there's only one
better?
category.
Do you feel like you would do better in everything else?
I feel like I do better in most other things, but I'm fine with keeping this.
Then we can spin again. But if you feel good, like if you think you could do like a solid 8 in this, I'd keep it.
Okay, let's spin it again just to be safe.
Okay. All right. We will have to keep what it lands on this time. It is James Bond.
Okay. Use your multiples. You're good.
Okay.
Jimmy B. All right, Jack, I will be giving you your questions in the category of James Bond. Are you prepared?
Yeah.
All right, your first question. Which Bond film features the characters Draco, Campbell, Grumbold, Blofeld, and Ruby?
Diamonds Are Forever.
That is incorrect. Mark, chance for a 2-point steal.
Dr. No.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Mm.
All right. Jack, we'll get to your second question. In The Spy Who Loved Me, Bond kills Agent Triple X's lover at the beginning of the film while performing what sport?
Multiple choice.
Okay. Your multiple choice options are: is it A, surfing, B, skiing, C, snowboarding, D, ice skating?
Go with B, skiing.
That is correct for 1 point.
Just shot.
All right. Your third question. In Skyfall, M sends Bond back into the field despite what?
Him failing all his test scores, like him failing all his tests.
That is what we have word for word. That is correct for 2 points. And the lead. So we get to your penultimate question. What is the name of the decoder device that Bond steals in From Russia with Love?
Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are: is it A, vector, B, lector, C, dialector, or D, spectre?
C.
C is incorrect. Mark, chance for a 1 point steal. Your options are A, vector, B, lector, C, dialector, or D, spectre.
Vector.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for B, the lector.
Oh.
Lector. Also spectre, spelled not the way you would think.
Yeah.
Jack, your final question in James Bond. Who plays Dr. Christmas Jones in The World Is Not Enough?
Denise Richards.
That is correct for 2 more points and the end of round number 2. So with that, Jack has taken the lead 15 to Mark's 12. Is that what you have, Tim?
That's what I got.
Great. So without further ado, we'll move into round number 3. Here's how round number 3 is going to work. It is the betting round. There's going to be 5 more questions in random fandom categories. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we reach the end of the game. Players, any questions as we get into round number 3?
Nah.
All right. Then the first category for which you can bet points on is fandom quotes. All right. We'll get bets starting with Jack.
0.
And Mark.
I'll do a 1.
All right. Your question in fandom quotes. Which Pixar character said the quote, "I told them about the map. I told them about the gem. I told them about the curse. I forgot to tell them about the curse"?
How's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's going great. How are you doing?
It is
You
a
look
long
like
day.
you just ran a mile.
I drove quickly to try to get here at start time. Didn't quite make it, but it gave me time to eat. So
5. You get all sweaty. 4, 3.
because I was driving.
Repeat the question.
All right. That was Jack's second repeat. The question again. What Pixar character said the quote, "I told them about the map. I told them about the gem. I told them about the curse. I forgot to tell them about the curse"? Don't you laugh. How about you just eat your fries? Shut up.
They're gone. I ate them. Yeah.
I had some chicken nuggets for dinner today.
I also had some nugs with my fries.
5, 4,
It's a double
3,
bacon cheeseburger, some nuggets, and some
1.
fries.
Pens down. We'll start with Jack, who bet 0.
The Manticore, whose name escapes me at the moment.
And Mark.
Oh, man. I was thinking of the wrong movie. Didn't have it.
All right. The Manticore. Corey. We would accept either. The Manticore is correct, but Jack bet 0, so he will stay right where he is. Mark will lose 1 point. The score is now 15 to 11. Let's get to the next category, which is what, Tim?
Your next category is going to be DC.
We'll get bets starting with Mark
Dose.
and Jack.
0.
All right. What's the question, Tim?
Your question in the category of DC. Who plays Carol Ferris in Green Lantern? Not to be confused with the film Purple Lantern.
Oh,
I'd watch that.
not.
The sequel to Purple Rain.
Oh,
Well, I don't know if I'd watch that. Never mind.
I really wanted to read the quote in like I forgot about the curse.
Right about the curse. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jack, who bet 0.
Blake Lively.
And Mark.
I request a do-over of that last question for that reason, but Blake Lively.
Blake Lively is correct. Jack will stay right where he is. Mark will gain 2 points. It is now a 2-point game, 15-13, as we get to the third category, which is the other one, Marvel. Your bets, starting with Jack.
1.
And Mark.
Dos.
All right, your question in Marvel. In The King's Man, what part of Oxford's body does Rasputin heal during the Christmas party?
How do you feel about the Christmas holiday?
Oh, I feel like it's a very far way away.
I hate Christmas. I'm a Grinch.
You're
I'm
a Scrooge.
Yeah, I really don't like Christmas.
Okay.
Just a bunch of people
Working
complaining
service.
about what they didn't get. Maybe that's just my family. That's what they do.
Where is this coming from, too?
I've always hated Christmas.
Yeah, but why now? Pens down.
You brought it up in the question.
Yes. Anyway, we'll go to Mark
I haven't seen it, so I said hand.
and Jack.
His legs.
And your winner, Jack Pinchuk. The correct answer was leg. With that, Mark falls just out of reach mathematically. Jack wins the game 16-11. Tim, thoughts on 2/3 of the match?
I was backstage for round one as well. It was a good round one, especially in a great match overall. I think, Mark had the lead at one point. Jack came back, got the lead. So round one was pretty fun. And then round two, it looked like Jack might be out of it. He didn't seem excited about Bond, but he got the points where he needed to be. Don't know if it was strategy or luck, but shooting for something on 2, he maybe knew, minimize the fact that Mark didn't get multiple choice then, kind of worked out for him there. But Mark did well in his round 2 as well. Just kind of came down to some questions that, the betting round always kind of decides things at the end of the day, unfortunately.
Unfortunate indeed. We'll talk to our unfortunate second place finisher today, Mr. Mark Camire. As I said, I think this year is looking up for you. Even if today didn't necessarily, even if today didn't go your way, I'm just saying, man, your record does not reflect your ability of play.
Well, I appreciate the optimism, Nick. Thank you.
Absolutely. And this won't be your last chance to make it a year that is looking up for you. That's all I was trying to say. You played very well.
Right.
A couple shots in round 2, maybe a shot a little bit early, maybe made a bit of a difference. But outside of that, you played a pretty damn good game. How you feeling about it?
Well, this is not the first time Wizarding World has not been my friend, which in the past, it's been one of my best friends in the world. But then, much like my manager, it decides to just take a walk, and there it goes. And so it's like, okay, well, here I am in the trenches. I should have known better, though, about the King's Man. But hey, what do you do? That's the game, right? Big ups to Jack. Jack came ready to play. They had a strategy going into this, and they utilized it. So I can't fault them for that. And as far as my future in fandom goes, like, I don't know, things are going to be up in the air. It's the exclusive. Things are up in the air right now, but I'm not done yet. We still got some stuff in Necronomicon to take care of, so you'll be seeing me again.
All right. Awesome. Well, I look forward to it. It's always a pleasure to have you around. And we'll see you in your next match, man. Good job today.
Thank you.
As we bring in, should mention Scott had to leave at like 7:30. I realized canonically this is the first time the audience will be like, "Oh, Scott's not there." Yeah, he had to leave, but he didn't actually leave. Mark, he had to be somewhere. Anyway, we're gonna bring in our winner today. Not you, Jack. Jack, great match. You played Mark, who has been on fire as well, but you've been on quite a hot streak yourself. I will say you missed a question in round 1, and I was like, "Oh, you missed a question, Jack. No more of that." Kidding. You played a great match. You did well in a category that you maybe didn't seem too confident in, but you got yourself to a place where you could comfortably play round 3. This means you are in the tournament. Are you prepared? And so thoughts on today's match, and also who are you looking to face up against in the tournament?
Yeah, no, today's match, it had its ups and downs. There were some things that I should have gotten. I should have shot for 2 on that one Bond question, the skiing one. But like at the end of the day, that's the game. As for who I want to see in the tournament, give me Robert Kastner, please.
Oh, we love it.
I
We
am
love it.
hungry for revenge here.
We want
This is something I want. Really
Should have been
bad.
the first time.
Because last time they played Tim and they went to sudden
No,
death.
I understand. I forgotten. It came out of yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'll say I think he played his round 2 in Bond perfectly. I think taking the 2 shots, obviously it worked out because Camire didn't really know that category either. Not the thing we wanted the most, but like we made it through. Dude made it through. And as for the managing thing, I made it all the way through the match. So remember that at the end of the year when you're voting. But Kastner, we're coming for you, buddy. Coming for the rematch, buddy.
yes. Look back at this tournament play-in match and base your vote for manager of the
Oh, yeah.
year.
Keep that. No. I'm just saying keep that in mind at the end of the year. I made it all the way through. Every match.
All right. Good job, guys. Jack, I'm looking forward to see what you do in the tournament. I think it's going to be great. And yeah, great job today. Tim, why don't you put a nice little bow on it?
There were a lot of colors happening. Koho's hair is purple, his jacket's black, his shirt is green, but his drink was blue. And I am just wildly confused at that man constantly, but I love him anyway. No, Jack played great. Mark played great. Mark, like he said, if he said his time in fandom is up in the air, if he's done in singles, that makes me sad. But like you said, Necronomicon, if they've got something to prove still and he comes back hungry and ready for that team has always been a scary threat laying out there. So I'm excited to see what happens next for both of them. And yeah, I don't know where Jack's seeding lies, but if him and Kastner meet up in the tournament again, like sweet mercy, that's going to be interesting.
I agree. But with that being said, thank you all for joining us with this exciting match from Fandom Fights. Be sure to check out all the other matches, do all the other good stuff. And we'll see you next time with another exciting episode of Fandom Fights. I just wanted to make Tim do all that ridiculous stuff. Bye!
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.
I forgot to. I realized I didn't take us out.
Did you hit and broadcast?